Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love.
Welcome to the Norwegian Aqua ship tour. Let's check out her stats before we start the tour. We are going to start on deck 20 at the Glow Court. The Glow Court is a high-tech LED sports floor, brilliantly engineered for immersive play. Here you could book your session when you want to play in the Glow Court, and there is no cost to play here. All they ask is a reservation. And there's even a cool waiting spot. Next, we're going to go down to deck 19 to the sun deck. This is a cool area if you just want to lay down and relax away from the music and everything. There's even a covered seating area. Alright, we're heading down to deck 18, where you could find the Pickeball court. Here we are coming up to the Aqua Slidecoaster. This is brand new to NCL. It is a cool mashup between a roller coaster and a water slide. Here they do have little cubbies to keep your shoes when you go on the ride. So let's go check out the Aqua Slidecoaster. And there are restrooms right by the entrance. We'll show you a couple of clips of us going on the Aqua Slidecoaster. It's just neat how they have these arms that just push you all the way to the top there at a good rate of speed. Then you just take a nice easy ride down the slide. And on the other side of the deck, there's a little viewing window for people going down the Aqua slide coaster. And here you'll also find the upper course to tea time. We'll explain tea time a little bit more once we get down to the bottom section on the deck below. And here on deck 18, you'll find the kids' aqua park. Nice little area for the kiddos to splash around. And there's even a lounge area for the parents here. And also in deck 18, you'll find the stadium. Here you'll find ping pong tables, foosball, cornhole, shuffleboard, beer pong. But yeah, this is a cool little area just to hang with your friends or family and play some games. Alright, now we're in the main entrance, the tea time. Tea time is the mini golf course. There is a $5 per person charge for it, but it is so different. All the balls have an RFID chip in them, and they keep track of your score, your name, and which holes you play in. So there is no cheating with this. But their scoring is different. It's like based on the highest score, which golf normally is the lowest score, but it's pretty neat. And we'll show a demonstration here in a little bit. So you notice when you put the ball in the spot there, it lights up. And I'm going to go to the screen just to show our group. And it tells you how many strokes you've taken. So like I said, there's no cheating. And then it gives you a total at the end, depending on how many strokes, and super shots, which I think is more of the straight line shot. So it's kind of neat. And on deck 18, you'll find the drop, which is the dry drop slide. We didn't do this, but at least you'll get to see a demonstration on how it works. And right around the bend is the Bullseye Bar. And these are free as well. You can play darts here, have a couple drinks, and relax. And it also has a view of the Vibe Beach Club, which obviously we could not record, so here it is. Now we are on deck 17. In the forward part of the ship, there's this cool ship model of the Aqua. And it's very detailed also. Along with the different plaques where the Aqua has been. And we're going to come across the Aqua Game Zone. This place was cool. Even the entrance going in is so futuristic like. It's just fun. But there were so many games, just regular like carnival games, VR games, old school retro games, bowling, and the place was just huge. So let's take a gander. And remember I said those retro games? Here they are. And fun fact, all these retro arcade games are free. So we definitely took advantage of that, kind of reliving our childhood. Not dating us or anything, but but yeah, this was such a neat option. The rest of the games there are prices, but these games, like I said, there were no costs to play. And I got to play my Mario Brothers, so I was happy. And here's the bowling. The bowling is $7.90 per person. So just keep that in mind, that's a little expensive. And right next to the game zone is the observation lounge. We were here a few times. It's just a nice, quiet, relaxing area just to sit and watch the water. And they do offer water, hot tea, coffee, and some snacks during the day. Like at this time is during breakfast. So you got cereals, pastries, yogurts, fruit, and they even had some little egg quiches. And there's even a bar here. And here's what it looks like when it's actually open. And one cool thing is, there are charging stations throughout the observation lounge. So if you need to work or just power your device, they got you covered. And the bathrooms are cool here too. And now we're at the main pool deck. And each side by the pool are infinity hot tubs. And you have the Waves pool bar. Now right on the side where those people are sitting in the corner, that's the open air area for Palomar, the specialty restaurant. But they'll see people there during breakfast time for overflow. And here's the other infinity hot tub. And now we're heading towards the open air for the Surfside Cafe. So you can eat out here instead of inside the buffet area. And there's an ice cream machine here as well. And now we're heading to the Surfside Cafe, which is the buffet area. I will say the buffet is tight to get around, just how the layout is. And here's an overview of the seating area. And we're coming across the Surfside grill. So this is where you get your burgers and dogs. And here's a quick glimpse of the buffet when there's hardly any people in it. And right outside of the buffet, there are two specialty restaurants. One is Palomar and one is Sukhothai. So let's check out Sukhothai. Sukhothai is a Thai restaurant that brings bold, balanced flavors of Thailand to sea. And then we have Palomar, which is a Mediterranean seafood restaurant. And let's head down to deck 16 for the Mandara Spa and Salon. Here they have their own barbershop, beauty salon, Medi Spa treatment rooms, and down this hallway leads you to the Pulse Fitness Center. There is plenty of exercise equipment in here, between treadmills, ellipticals, weight machines, dumbbells. it's all here. And it would be a better view if it wasn't nighttime, but obviously that is the front of the ship, so you would see the ocean while you're exercising. And there's even a spin classroom. Back at the main desk of the Mandara Spa, but we're actually gonna go downstairs to deck 15 to see this. The entrance to the thermal area, it's breathtaking. These pools alone. And they had different rooms, like this one is the ice room. And it was chilly in there. And then you have the clay sauna room. Then the salt room. And this shower was neat, this experimental shower. There's different jets and where the water comes out of, but I'll do a quick test right here. And this is the charcoal sauna. And then the finished sauna. And my favorite, the aromatic steam room. And they even have water, tea, nice little refreshments here. And then you have the thermal lounge. There are so many heated chairs, little day beds, just a nice area just to unwind and relax. And we're going to head to deck 15 to see the outside of Splash Academy. This is the kids club for ages 3 to 12. And on deck 14 is Entourage, which is the teen lounge. And on deck 12 is the entrance to Studios, which is the studio lounge. This is a nice lounge for solo travelers if you book a solo cabin. And also on deck 12 is the medical center. And they have this little kiosk out here if you need some necessities. Now we're going to jump down to 8 to the top level of the Aqua Theater and Club. They may be nosebleed section seats, but still has a good view of the stage. And when you leave the Aqua Theater, you come into the whole Penrose Atrium area, but you'll also find the Belvedere Bar. There are so many cool seating areas on this ship, like here. And I love this on every deck from 8 through 6. In this case, there's a lot of seating areas. And we're coming across Onda by Scarpetta. Onda by Scarpetta, which is the Italian specialty restaurant. And you're going to find a few specialty shops and boutiques. In this section, there was a lot of fragrances, beauty products. And then you got a couple watch stores. And of course, you have to have an Effie on a cruise ship. And now we're just gonna head down this hallway. Lots of cool seating areas here by the windows. Some art for the art gallery. And then we have the photo gallery. This setup, they are digital, so you could order your photos to the kiosk, and whatever you order, even frames, they do deliver to your room. Now we're getting to the main heart of Deck 8. We got the Mexican specialty restaurant, Los Lobos. And then we have the sit down basically area of the local bar and grill. This side, we were told, is open up to 4 a.m. and then they're closed for a couple hours before they serve breakfast. So that's pretty neat. And then you have the local bar and grill, mainly the bar side. There are some table and chairs out here, but this is mainly like for the munchy side, basically. There is a separate menu for each side of the local. But you could have wings, you could have pretzel bites here. What more can you ask for? Good with an ice cold beer from the bar. And then we have Indulge Food Hall. This was a neat concept. So they have some cool seating by the windows here for 2 people. But you'll notice on the table there are little iPads. So if you order from one of the tables, you can order any of the items from Indulge. So between the barbecue, the Indian, there's a Latin section, there's a whole mix. But if you order from like these countertops, like by Q, the barbecue place, you can only order specifically from that place. But there's nice little booths in here. Little condiment stations. Yeah, they have a seaside rotisserie. And this day I was recording, Carnival Sunshine was sailing into Bermuda with us. So I got a glimpse of her. But yeah, this is definitely a cute little setup. And one thing I love, they have napkins and silverware on all the tables. So you don't have to go searching for them. They're right there. There's the Latin Quarter I was talking about. They had some killer nachos there too. Just saying. And then at the very end is the Luna Bar. But let's take a gander outside. And then you have the Indulge Outdoor Lounge. So you could relax out here with your munchies. This was a very nice, relaxing area to hang out at. Although I've been saying that a lot of relaxing places, but it truly was. There's a lot of relaxing places on this ship. And this is the best one because you got the wake. Let's just go and listen to it for a sec, shall we? Alright, let's continue on. And right behind me is the Soleil bar. And if you look right above you in certain areas, you'll see these black bars. They are heaters. So they're perfect for those damp, cool sea days. And you can still relax out here. Right, we're back into Indulge. And they also have a noodle bar here as well. And then you have these awesome chocolate sculptures. They are pretty neat, very talented. Now let's take a walk outside on Deck 8. There is an ice cream place right outside of Indulge. And now we are coming across the Infinity Beach area. It's the same on both sides, on starboard and port side. So there's multiple options, multiple seating areas that you could pick. And there's the Carnival Sunshine. But yeah, there's a lot of loungers here, and along with regular seating areas. And we are coming to the reason why it's called Infinity Beach, because each side has a infinity pool. It's not really that huge. It's about 4 feet deep. So just concerned for the short people out there like myself, it's 4 feet. But then you have these awesome day beds. We had the pleasure of having one the last sea day, and we enjoyed it for most of the morning. Little side view, and you can see that drop slide. And then there's outside seating areas for the local here as well. And then the exit from the drop slide. is down here. And then you have the outside seating area for Los Lobos. And then the outside seating for Onda by Scarpetta. And then now we're coming to one of the coolest features about this whole decade is the OceanWalk. You are literally walking over the ocean. It is on both sides of the ship. But it's just pretty wild just looking down and all I see is the ocean. And then heading forward, you're going to come across La Terrazza. And once again, nice, relaxing area. If you want to get away from the crowds or just some peace and quiet, this is definitely the spot. Good place to take a nap at too. And you could even walk to the front of the ship. Well, not totally in front, but at least you get to see the bow and the spare anchor. Alright, let's drop down to deck 7. Here you're going to find the middle section of the Aqua Theater and Club. There's some cozy seating right here, along with regular stadium-like seating. And once again, once you exit the theater, you come into the Penrose Atrium area. And nice little overview of the whole atrium. And back to unique seating areas. This is one thing we absolutely loved about the ship. Pretty much anywhere, you could see the ocean. You could see outside. And just a lot of, once again, relaxing seating areas. And actually, on this table here, you can see there are power sources. So you can plug in your devices if needed and just hang out here. And here you'll also find your guest services desk. And then there's the gateway, but we'll get to that in a moment. And you could also find the shore excursions desk here. And if you want to book another cruise while on the ship, there is a cruise next desk. Or you could just reach out to me. And there is a Starbucks on the ship. Starbucks is an additional charge, just a heads up. But of course, they have the Norwegian Aqua mug, and yes, I got one. And if you're having troubles with the internet or internet questions, they have an internet desk here. All right, let's walk down the gateway. It's kind of more of a showcase of the stores on board. Like there's obviously stuff from Effie on display. All the watches. And if you need sunglasses, you go to the eye style. Or you could purchase a used or pre-loved luxury handbag. Now we are coming across Sid Norman's Poorhouse. This is a cool venue. They'll have shows here, and we managed to catch one of them, but you do need to get here early because it always fills up. But the show that we saw here the one night, the cast was awesome. But I love the vibe of the classic rock. Obviously, it's a poorhouse. There's a bar in here. Just digging the classic pub vibe. And here's a clip from the show that we saw. And there's more shops and boutiques here. But a lot of this is your clothing, the Norwegian logo store, and your alcohol and cigarettes. And now we're coming across the Humidor Cigar Lounge. So if you're fancying a stogie and a drink, you just come on in here and light it up, I guess. And then now we are coming across Cagney's Steakhouse. This is one of the many specialty restaurants on the ship. And then we have the Metropolitan Bar. And we're coming across another specialty restaurant, Nama, Sushi, and Shashimi. Obviously, this is your sushi place. And then you have Le Bistro, which is the French specialty restaurant. And lastly, on deck 7, we have Hudson's, which is one of the main dining rooms aboard the ship. So this one is included with your cruise fare. I absolutely love how this is all set up. All the windows facing the aft. It's so nice in here. And lastly, we are on deck 6. Back at the Aqua Theater and Club, but we're on the floor of the theater. So right now you can see all the seats are out. But you're going to see in a quick moment here, they're all pushed back. So this is where the club comes in. So it's a dance club at night, a theater during normal theater times. But here we were at the Prince show, and you can see all the seats were pushed back, and we're all standing on the floor, which that was pretty cool to do. And if you fancy a drink before the show, they have a bar in there. Now we're on the bottom floor of the Penrose Atrium. And of course, you gotta have the Penrose Bar. And actually down here is the casino. So you see the Players Club desk there and all the slot machines. And just outside the casino is the Improv at Sea. So this is your comedy show area. Unfortunately, we didn't get the chance to check out a show. But it seemed like every time I tried to film in here, they always had the arts in here. So you're going to see it with the heart, but you can see the seating arrangement for improv. It's kind of small. But it seems like most of the comedy clubs are anymore. Going past Improv is the Whiskey Bar. And then right behind the Whiskey Bar is Swirl, which is the wine bar. And all the aft elevators were Haven residents only. So that was another place I couldn't record, was the Haven. But there's a cool seating lounge here, just in case you're waiting for a dinner reservation, which which the last specialty restaurant to show on this tour is Hazuki, which is the teppanyaki. And as of right now, this is the largest teppanyaki aboard the Seven Seas. And it is pretty big. There are a lot of tables, so this can accommodate a lot of guests at least. And teppanyaki is always fun. We didn't get to do it this cruise, but yeah, it's something cool to do though. And the second main dining room is the Humidor room. So this one's included in your cruise fare. And then we'll gander around the casino. And the best part of all this, and I don't want to hear any hate from the smokers, but this is all non-smoking. There's the cashier's desk here. Tables. And there were quite a few slot machines here. And now we're in the main Penrose Atrium area. Back by the bar. And now we're going along the other side of the casino. But if you're a smoker and like to smoke while gambling, there is actually a smoking casino room. And there's even a high roller gaming area. And well guys, that pretty much concludes our tour aboard the Norwegian Aqua. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. And if you're interested in booking the Aqua or having questions, feel free to contact me down in the description, links to my travel agency and email below. Thank you all again, and we will see you on the next excursion.